Okay, Shantora, sorry about things. I had to take care of a fallen tree this weekend. So your first question is how I prepared for a college or university study, and the answer is that I really didn't. I had no idea what I wanted to do, and I was in high school. And one of my friends was just like, "Hey, I'm going to go talk to this Marine recruiter. You want to come with me?" And so, actually, my junior year of high school, I ended up signing up for the Marines. And so then my senior year, I actually received a number of like offers for football scholarships and things, and turned them down, saying, going into the Marines, why do I need to play football for college? But maybe in the long run, that worked out because I really didn't have much discipline for college. I probably would have dropped out. Um, who knows? Who knows? Maybe an athletics program would have straightened me up. But then when I was in the Marines, I just took college classes for fun. And so by the time I got out when I was 22, I had maybe half a year, three quarters of a year under my belt, and that was basically it. Um, in my obstacles as a university student, well, first thing I was in the Marines, and I was earning a paycheck, a decent paycheck before college. So that disqualified me for a lot of student loans and for a lot of financial aid, disqualified me for Pell Grants. And so then the VA loan, the GI Bill was incredibly small, and so I had to work full time all through college. I actually worked full time through half of graduate school too. I worked at a factory from midnight to 8 in the morning, and then I'd get to school by 8:30 for my first class. Hopefully, I'd be done by 12:30. I would go to the gym. I would go home and do homework, and then hopefully by 7 o'clock I was in bed so I could get up at 11 and go to work. So yeah, that was my main challenge was just handling a full time job and going to school full time. So maybe for that right now I'm a little rough on my students because I know it can be done. People can make it through. They just have to want it. Um, but yeah, so it's a pretty big obstacle, the work part. And like for support systems, like you probably hear a lot of people. We didn't have courses like Arts and Letters 101 or University 101 or 301. Um, or I should say, there were study skills and university skills classes available as electives, but people didn't always take them. And so these are really a pretty new breed of class. I would say they're 10, 15 years old as like required courses. Um, so I don't know, it was different. I got my degree planning sheet from the department and I filled it out and I had like three alternative degree plans. And so then when I went to my advisor, she was like, "What's my job?" She didn't have any advising to do because I did it. Um, and I think today's students don't do that on their own. They go to the advisors and expect to be told which classes to take, and that's not always the best strategy or trajectory. So yeah, I had zero resources, so did everything on my own. And one thing I did do is I met with my advisor once a semester. Always met with my advisor. And maybe because I was a little bit of an older student, like she invited me over to her house, for dinner and things, and so I knew her family kind of well. So I guess maybe that was support, but that wasn't until like my senior year. Um, so my top three recommendations for university success is the first is people have to know, you know, do you want the degree, or don't you want a degree? Why are you getting a degree? And are you ready for that? there's kind of that little group of questions. And like I wasn't ready for college when I was 18. I'm glad I went into the Marines because it helped me straighten up, helped me get focus, helped me develop perspective. And so then when I went to college, I just did it. I knew what I didn't want to do. And I think sometimes students, they need more time. Everyone doesn't have to go to college when they're 18. Maybe they can go when they're 25, 30, or 40. So it's just knowing about timing and knowing what you want and knowing when you want it. My other recommendation is to study the university catalog, the course offerings, the degree sheets, and to know by yourself which courses, or students should know by themselves which courses to take in order to graduate. And then the third recommendation is to talk to your professors, to say hello to them, wish them like a good day, see your advisor, let them know that you are a person. And it's probably a little bit more important with in like sciences or courses that where professors don't get as much one-on-one contact with students. Just talk to faculty. It's gonna take you a long way. And and how do I keep my personal saw sharpened? Um, how do I keep my sharpness in the profession? The first thing is I don't listen to my colleagues. I don't listen to my coworkers. That's the worst thing anyone could do, or maybe the worst thing faculty could do. In my position, I'm in an English department. I'm with a bunch of people who study literature, and my specialty is rhetoric and writing. So I'm an oddball, and we have other oddballs, the linguists in the department. Um, but even it's we're in a department. It's like if we were in a science department with chemistry and biology people. We're not the same. Um, so I know what I want for my profession. I know how I want to develop, and I'm going to do it that way. Um, it's just last year I told someone, I said, "Hey, I'm like, welcome to the city of no because you're in it." And so I've learned as a professor that I have to guard my time. I have to guard what I do, and I have to develop my own professional plan, and I have to follow my own professional plan. Um, and I have a network of of colleagues I work with. Um, just last week, we were in a Google Talk hangout working on a proposal. And so I was here in LA. We had someone in northern Michigan, almost in Canada, someone in Missouri, someone in Texas, and I don't remember, the other person was East Coast somewhere. I don't remember where her school was. But we were all working together, all editing a document, all video chatting at the same time. So my thing is, yeah, collaboration is really important. Um, to work with other people in my field. And thanks to technology, there's some really great ways that we can collaborate. Um, but I think it all goes back. It's just like a student: know what you want, know when you want to get it, and do it. It's the same for faculty: know what you want to do, and do it. There's no questioning it. One of the reasons a lot of us become college and university faculty is because we know if we do what's required of us, then we can do what we want. And that means developing our own trajectories and our own professional development plans. And so, yeah, I think that's it. I hope I answered your question. This is getting almost 10 minutes. It's a little bit too long because the internet is way slow. I need to upload this for you. And can you push your presentation back to next Tuesday? That's tomorrow. All right, excellent. But yeah, we'll take care of it when we take care of it. So I guess if that's next week. Okay, bye.